Welcome. So I am back with a powerful word for you today. Get something to write these things down with, because as always, you can go back and refresh yourself on whatever I speak about in my videos so that you can use later. But I have a special, powerful message for you today. God revealed something to me about the book of Esther that had not been revealed to me before. I know this message is especially directed towards some of you powerful individuals who have a strong purpose to carry out some mission in this world, maybe taking a leadership role. That's what I strongly feel like here, because in the book of Esther, we always focus on the message of Esther, okay? But God gave me a different revelation about this book, and specifically made me stop when I got to a certain passage. Before we dive into this message, if you haven't already seen me before, my name is Tori, your partner in transformation. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you stay up to date with all the messages that I may put out that may connect and resonate with your journey. And do leave a message in the comments. I love conversing back and forth about these different topics if it resonates with you and your journey. Also, it helps others know that they are not alone in this journey. I was in my word reading the book of Esther. God brought me to a stop when I got done reading the part about Queen Vashti. She refused to come out and entertain the masses under the order of the king. So the king called for her, "Come, let everybody behold your beauty. I want to show you off." And Vashti was comfortable in who she was. Vashti was confident in who she was. And she said, "No, I'm not coming out for their entertainment." And this is so powerful, because when she is sitting in her position, she's not thinking, I'm going to be taken out of my position. I'm going to be taken away from the palace. I'm going to be taken away from the king. I'm no longer going to be the queen. All she knew is, I am not going out here to entertain these individuals, okay? So stay with me here. You're going to want to stay to hear this whole message. And ultimately, we know that her act of what man called disobedient to them, but not to God, was the reason why Esther got appointed into her position, okay? So it is bigger. But going back to Vashti, Vashti was so bold, so comfortable, so confident in who she was. She wasn't thinking about losing her crown. She just knew that, hey, I know my value. I know my worth. I know that I'm beautiful. I know that many want to behold my beauty. I know that this king wants to show me off because he feels that I'm valuable. But she just said, no, I'm not doing it. And there are people in your life that are like the men that gathered around and said, oh, if it pleases the king, let's do this, let's do that. All these people who talk about you, who gossip about you, who try to strip you of your confidence, they have an issue with you, not because it's you, but because it's what you can produce. Take this example. He said, hey, wait a minute. If word gets out that Vashti told you she's not coming out and you are the king, what you think is going to happen in our household with our wives and so forth? It's going to be some problems. Vashti is a problem. We need to take care of this now. We need to take care of this now. So if it pleases the king, this is what you should do. And the king said, okay, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Let's go ahead and make that order. So now Vashti cannot come before me. Vashti is no longer the queen. Okay. But it's the same with you. Your power, your boldness, your willingness to step in fully and confidently into who you are and know that and own that, it is what is going to change your life miraculously. That act that Vashti performed, it birthed something greater. Not only after she decided that she was not going there and Esther was appointed, that appointment called a whole people to be saved. Understand this. Your power makes individuals uncomfortable. So they're going to talk about you. They're going to try to bring you down. They're going to try to take you off your mantle. They're going to try to take you off your throne because they know the impact and the influence that you have. They are threatened by your purpose. They are threatened by your mission. So in that feeling that they're in, it has to do with them being intimidated by your life, by your power, by what God calls you to do. That they'll try to get others to go along with bringing you down, bringing you to a position to where they feel like they're going to keep you in a certain place, but not knowing that there is always a greater mission. There is always a bigger blessing that will come out of them trying to take you down and keep you, because Esther went right up in there. They didn't contain women. They They didn't contain women with that order. Queen Esther walked in there and said, I'm coming to speak to the king. And they said, wait a minute, no. You don't have a summons. You don't have an order. The king did not call for you. And she said, I'm going to talk to him anyway, basically. And her act, listen, y'all, it's bigger. It is so much bigger. And when you step into that calling with full power, when you step into that calling with full confidence, there's nothing that is going to be able to stop you because God has ordained it. God has appointed you to do so. Do you not think that this was not deliberate, that Vashti declined the king's call and Esther got appointed to save a whole people? So anyway, this message was to encourage you that in your divine appointment, it may look a little different. It may look a little different. Looking through a different lens is always going to ruffle some feathers. It is always going to cause people to feel uncomfortable. It might even cause you to feel uncomfortable, okay? But you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable sometimes. You have to get uncomfortable with being uncomfortable because it is in that same comfort that you are losing your momentum. It is in that same comfort that you are staying stagnant. Step into your full power. If you have not already done so, please take time to download my self-help guide, A Journey Within, to get you started on doing some internal work and get yourself in position. If you have not already bought my book, Fear to Phenomenal, that will also be linked below. This book is packed full of information and it is packed full of inspiration. This book is packed full of exercises so that you can dive deeper into self-discovery and inner healing to get you ready, get you in position for what you are ordained for. God is not through with you yet. I am here to tell you that when this message dropped, I was like, whoa. People focus so much on the message of Esther that they don't even look at the impact that Vashti had. But God called me to stop at a specific point and reflect. And when it was revealed, I was like, wow. You have to be bold. You have to be confident. You have to know your self-worth. You have to know your self-value. And you have to declare it and be firm and stand in it. Because when you are standing in that, you're not thinking about what is going to happen to you. You're not thinking about what everybody else is saying. You're not thinking about all those murmurs and people who feel like you are intimidating. So they have to lie on you. So they have to gossip about you. So they have to try to put out things to stop what you are doing. What they don't understand is they cannot stop it. They cannot stop what is ordained for you already. You can delay the process. You can delay the process. But whatever God wants to see to be done, it will be done. It will be done. And when God does it, when God calls it, when God says it, it is complete. It is complete. So even when somebody thinks that they have a play in the game, God is already like, checkmate. I got this. God is already like, checkmate. I got this. So you have to understand fully and confidently who you are and who is with you. Because your mission, your purpose, your value in this world is so important. It is so important that you have to take your place. You have to take your place. And it all starts with going within. It all starts with going within and seeing what is going on. If you have some traumas, it's time to do that inner work. If you have some fears, worries, doubts, insecurities, it's time to do that inner work. And I guarantee you that taking this journey within is going to change your life. My question to you is, are you willing to accept the call? See, you don't always have to be ready. And that's for another video, okay? But you don't always have to be ready. Sometimes you just got to be willing. In that willingness, it is when God shows up and shows out. When you say, I am willing, that opens up so many opportunities for you to unleash your faith and step into your power. Step into your calling. Step into what you are ordained to do here in this life. Your mission is not void. You are valuable. You are needed. People are waiting for you to show up in this world. And it doesn't matter what specifically that mission is. Whatever you journey through and find out and connect with God and understand your mission is, that mission is valuable to somebody. That mission is valuable to many. So don't compare what your mission is to somebody else's. Don't try to walk in alignment with somebody else's purpose. You're not going to be happy there. You are not going to be fulfilled there. It's time for you to step into you.